Alright, here we go with the first video recap for the first lesson. So, playing with the metronome the whole time, that's something you're going to do. So for number one here, which is just reviewing various whole notes, half notes, quarter notes, some dotted half notes, tied notes, whatnot. So again, just reviewing that stuff so you get used to going from one thing to the next. And tap your foot with every click of the metronome. Count 1, 2, 3, 4 the entire time for just number one. And you're going to be playing at least these 4 speeds. You got to get up to 120 first. So I'm going to talk about how you can approach getting there. So 60, 80, 100, and 120 is what you're going to do. At least those 4 speeds for all numbers 1, 2, and 3. Now, for number 1, because it's a more simplistic thing in terms of like subdivisions, because you're not playing faster than 1 note per click, which would be the quarter notes. So, once you can play this correctly at 60 beats a minute, go ahead and try the 80. If that feels too fast, drop it down to 70. And then once that feels good, then go back up to 80. But let's say 60 goes well, and then 80 goes well, just as easy as 60 beats a minute. Go ahead and try 100 beats a minute. So let's say 100 is too fast. So then back it off to 90. And then okay, so let's say that 90 goes well. Then you try 100 again. Alright, so 100 goes pretty good. Then you try 110 next. That's too fast. So let's just say it is too fast. Well, then you just go to 105. Then you get 105 down. Then you try 110. Then 115, 120. But let's say after day 1, you can hit 120 the first day. So then just, the next day, just make sure you can do 60, 80, 100, 120. This way you maintain what you have worked on. So come the start of the second lesson, you're going to play everything at 60 beats a minute and also at 120 beats a minute. And yes, during the demonstration portion of the start of the lesson, if you feel more comfortable like playing some speeds in between 60 and 120 to make sure that you can get to 120 comfortably, that's fine. But bare minimum 60, 120. And anytime we're working on this stuff, any of the speed goals that we discuss, if you can't get to that speed goal by the end of the week, that's okay. Just focus on the accuracy above all else. So let's say number 3 from today, for example. Let's say you can't get to 120. You can only get to 100, and then after 100, it just falls apart. So even 101 beats per minute, you just can't do it. Again, this is just for discussion purposes. So just stick with 100, and then when it comes time to demonstrate things, do it at 60. Give 100 a try. If it's because that's like your top speed there and you can't go past it anyway, you might need to try like 95 or 90 on the demonstration thing. And then, just tell me how you did, how it felt, what issues you had, and then, I'll come up with something to address the issue to help you move forward further. And anytime in between lessons, if you do have an issue that comes up, if you do feel like you're having a struggle with something, let me know. Email me as much as you want, and when I can, I'll check email at least once a day, except Saturdays. That's the only exception. But other than that, I'll check email at least once a day, and so I will get back to you eventually. So, all that being said, let's demonstrate some stuff now. So 60 beats a minute. Number 1, tapping the foot as you go, counting 1, 2, 3, 4 with every click. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. I usually just say done on these resolve chords. You can say 1, you can say done, you can say another word if you like, but no need to let the last chord ring out all 4 beats for the sake of what we're doing. All right, 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I completely spaced what I was doing. Shame on me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. So when you get to 120, play along with the correct one I just did. So definitely use these recaps so you can play along like at whatever speeds you demonstrated here. This way you just have a better chance of making sure things are done correctly throughout the week. Because one thing that has happened with a handful of people is they might watch the recap once and then they think they have everything correct, and then they come back to class and something was done wrong. Doesn't happen often, but sometimes it does. So the recaps here is kind of like a safety net for you. This way you can double check things throughout the week. You know, maybe at the start, middle, or maybe just before the end. Definitely like the middle is a good time to do it. So once you get the video and like in the middle of the week, just to make sure things are going well, you double check the slow and the fast tempos. So this way, better chance of everything going well. 60 beats a minute with number 2. Tapping the foot only on the downbeat when the metronome clicks. Every time your foot goes down, your hand is going to go down. Every time the foot comes up, the hand comes up. So always strum down on the downbeat, up on the upbeat. And you're just going to say what you play now. So this way it doesn't get too complicated. So I'm going to count as I go so you know exactly what to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2 and 3, 4 and done. 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and done. And number 3. Go. All right. 60 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 and 4. 1, 2 and 4. 1 and 3. 4. 1 and 3. 4. 1, 2 and 4. 1, 2 and 4. 1 and 3, 4. 1 and 3, 4. Done. 120. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 and 4. 1, 2 and 4. 1 and 3, 4. 1 and 3, 4. 1, 2 and 4. 1, 2 and 4. 1 and 3, 4. 1 and 3, 4. Done. And there we go. So if any questions at all come up before the next class, please let me know. Ask anytime. And remember, Saturday is the only day I don't check email. Every other day I do check though. So I will plan on seeing you again in 1 week. Ready to see your demonstrations there. And yeah, we'll see you then.